Welcome back, everyone. Today we will learn everything you need to be a successful player in Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition. First step is creating your character. I have a step-by-step character creation tutorial on my YouTube channel if you need it. On your character sheet, click on the Trappings tab. These are your items. If you have trappings without icons, this means the character generator failed to find those items. Go to the compendium, click on Core Rulebook, click on Items, use the search bar at the top to find your trappings. So compendium's over here, click Items after you click the Core Rulebook, then use the search bar, and in this case I'm searching for a hood. Boom, hood, there it is. Drag and drop those trappings onto your character sheet. Later on, if you loot an item from a dungeon or purchase an item in the store, drag and drop that trapping from this compendium onto your character sheet and adjust your money by the appropriate amount. Left click to add, right click to subtract. Now, choose which weapons to equip and what clothes and armor and packs to wear. Wearing something usually decreases the encumbrance. Putting trappings into packs usually decreases the encumbrance. Drag and drop items onto packs to put them inside. Encumbrance weakens your character as shown above. Make sure to delete the items that you replace. Click the Remove Item on the right-hand side to remove that item from the pack. Packs only carry up to its maximum encumbrance capacity value. So this is the Remove Item button. Let's say I wanted to add these books to my pouch. You'll notice that it's 3 out of 1 encumbrance. You can't do that. So that's when you would remove that item and would put it into another pack. If both packs are full, then it obviously can't carry any other items. The game will let you do that, but you're not supposed to carry like 4 encumbrance value inside your pouch because it only holds 1. Next step is clicking on the Combat tab. If you are dual wielding weapons, then you need to select one weapon to be in your offhand or non-dominant hand. If you have a ranged weapon, you need to buy ammunition and equip the ammunition to your ranged weapon. In this case, offhand will be my dagger, and I'll equip stone bullets to my sling. Stone bullets are right here on my trappings tab. Some melee and ranged weapons can attack targets more than 1 square away. Examples include the sling and the spear. Left click on the reach and range values to find out your weapon's attack range. And for ranged weapons, sometimes if you fire closer, you get a bonus to hit. Sometimes your weapons and armor become damaged. This reduces the damage of weapons and the protection that armor gives you. Right-click the number to decrease. Left-click the number to increase. So here, decreasing the damage of my damaged weapons, decreasing the protective value of my armor, or maybe I go to the blacksmith and I repair it. The next step is going to the Talents tab. Left-click each talent to see the details. If you have the Doomed talent, you need to roll what prophecy of your death is. This gives you bonus experience if you die according to the prophecy. Click the Dooming to roll a prophecy. Click the Edit Item button and add the prophecy to the title of your talent. In this case, I rolled it. It would be, upon bright sands is both promise and blood. I go here to the edit item button, go there, and I would simply add it to the title. Click X when I'm finished. And here are some details on some of the other talents. If you want to buy a career talent, that means gain a new talent, left click the grayed out talent at the bottom. A prompt will appear telling you the experience price of purchasing that talent. So let's say I wanted to purchase Gregarious for 100 experience points. I press yes, and now I have that talent. Next step is going to the Skills tab. If you have any gray skills, then left click on them. These are career skills that you should have. If you have to upgrade your skills, increase the number under Advances. A prompt will pop up telling you how much experience it costs to improve that skill by that many points. So in this case, I'm going to get rid of this skill just to show you how to add it. So, a grayed out skill, I click it, I say, do you want to add this skill? I say yes, boom, you have it down. Let's say I wanted to add Advances to that skill. Let's say I added 1 point. It cost me 10. Okay, I spend 10 experience points. I make that skill. I get better at that skill. Next is going to the main tab. You can upgrade your characteristics by increasing the number in Advances. A prompt will pop up telling you how much experience it costs. So let's say I wanted to increase agility from 2 to 3, so that would increase it to 40. Change that number to 3. Do I want to spend 25 experience points to do that? Sure. And now that number is 40. You would change these numbers here. If you want to adjust your fortune, fate, resolve, or resilience, you can right-click to decrease and left-click to increase. For changing other stuff like your wounds or corruption, you can double left-click and manually change the value. Let's say my movement should be 4. Let's say my wounds should be 10. If you earn experience during the campaign, double left-click on Total Experience and add your experience there. The current and spent experience tells you how much experience points you have already spent on upgrades and how many remain. So let's say I added 100 experience points for traveling across the Empire. Nice. Go here, 420, I add 100, so that turns into 520, and travel across Empire. Confirmed. Alright, 520, I've spent 170, I have 350 remaining. Well, let's say I want to spend a couple more on agility. Cool. So I go put that to 5, spend 50 experience points, click yes, and you see how that 170 turned into 220. You can tell I spent some experience. Next step is going to the Notes tab. This is where you take notes, fill out your ambitions, and see a record of how you earned and spent experience points. So Notes, you go to your Notes section, and let's say that you maybe saw a farmer on your journey across the Empire. His name is Doug. Cool. Half the battle in campaigns is taking good notes. Here are your personal ambitions, here are your party ambitions, your motivation, and a record of all your experience points, how you gained them, how you spent them. Next step is going to the Effects tab. If you left-click on the symbols at the top, you can find out what each condition does. If you gain that condition, left-click the number at the top to add, and right-click to subtract that condition. So let's say that somehow you got caught on fire, you're ablaze. So you add 3 blaze conditions. Let's say that you jumped into the water, you put them out, now you decrease. Sometimes certain conditions might make it so that when you get rid of them, another condition pops up. In this case, broken. When you're terrified and you overcome your fear, you might become fatigued. You might become exhausted as a result. The final step is learning combat. I have a combat tutorial on my YouTube channel if you need it. Thank you very much for joining us for this Player's Guide to Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition.